Well, this is the biggest, strangest mystery in all the universe at the present time.
Ever had that eerie feeling when your phone buzzes with no notification in sight? Now imagine the universe giving us a buzz, but there's no caller ID. Michio Kaku, a brilliant mind who usually has answers, found himself scratching his head at some spine-tingling signals from the vastness of space. Today, we're tuning into the most scary signals came from space, including the special signal that Michio Kaku has exclusively explained. Number 1. Fast radio burst 121102. Ever scratched your head over cosmic mysteries? Let's dive into one. Remember the Chime telescope from Canada? Well, it detected some curious signals known as fast radio bursts, or FRBs. Now, these aren't your average space whispers. One of the most famous, FRB 121102, pinged our instruments a whopping 93 times in a single day, back in August 2017. That's like your cosmic neighbor's Wi-Fi trying to connect to yours repeatedly. Scientists were left puzzled. Could a single cosmic event keep sending signals like an overeager pen pal? Or maybe, just maybe, someone's out there trying to send us their playlist. All joking aside, figuring out the DJ behind these tracks isn't easy. Some theories suggest quasar energy shifts or even matter free-falling into black holes. But hey, nothing's set in stone, or in space for that matter. Another cosmic conundrum is pinpointing these signals. Picture trying to find a needle in a haystack, but the haystack is, well, space. Dr. Seth Shostak, a renowned city astronomer, once said something that might blow your socks off. When FRB 121102 first hit the airwaves, the most advanced thing on Earth was seeds. Yup, these cosmic shoutouts predate humanity. So if there's someone or something out there signaling, they might just have to wait a bit before we RSVP. Until then, keep those ears and telescopes pointed skyward. Number 2. Nikola Tesla and mysterious signal. Ever been so engrossed in a mystery novel that you forget to sip your coffee? That's the sort of intrigue Nikola Tesla stumbled upon in the summer of 1899. Here's the scene. Colorado Springs, and Tesla, yes, the genius who jousted with Edison over currents, starts getting some peculiar transmission. We're talking beeps, folks, but not the dots and dashes of Morse code. No, this was something different. Now Tesla, always one to think out of the box, or out of this world in this case, believed he was tuning into Mars FM. Can you imagine? While most of us get static or maybe a catchy pop song on the radio, Tesla's jamming to interplanetary signals. He even spilled the beans in a Collier's Weekly article. But let's just say his contemporaries weren't exactly fans of his playlist. Many dismissed him, joking that perhaps he'd had one too many electrifying encounters. But here's a curious tidbit for you space detectives out there. Every couple of years, Mars sidles a bit closer to Earth, making it the ideal time for, say, a Martian podcast. And wouldn't you know, 1899 was one of those cosmic rendezvous moments. Sadly, Tesla played coy about his Red Planet radio experience, leaving us mere mortals to wonder, what space secrets was this electrifying genius tuning into? Number 3, Canadian telescope signal. Did you ever think space could have its own beat? Think of it as the universe's grand playlist. Enter Chime, Canada's swanky telescope. It detected a rhythm so strange even the best DJs would be scratching their heads. 4 days of non-stop cosmic radio tunes, and then radio silence for 12 days. Just like that. On repeat. We've heard of space whispers before. Some have been rusty hellos from old Russian space probes. But this was like getting a calendar invite from the cosmos itself. Is it ET sharing their top tracks or space's most diligent metronome ticking away? Now, Professor Paul Delaney from the snowy sides of Toronto thinks otherwise. Imagine our sun doing a cha-cha slide across our skies. Delaney believes a distant star might be broadcasting its own show, but gets occasionally photobombed by another star. A celestial game of hide-and-seek, perhaps. Yet, the ever-enthusiastic physicist Michio Kaku from the U.S. spins a different tale. So let's hear that his plot twist.
Well, this is the biggest, strangest mystery in all the universe at the present time. Wow. These are called fast radio bursts. They are explosions in space with the power of 500 million stars, and they vanish without a trace in a split second. So astronomers are scratching their heads. What could cause such a flash of light for a brief second and then disappear? Now, we've gone through the usual subjects like colliding neutron stars, black holes, and stuff like that.
It's none of that.
None of them seem to work except one possibility, which is little green men.
Seriously.
Seriously, at Harvard, a paper has been written saying that the burst of radiation is consistent with an alien civilization firing up its starships. That is, gunning its engines and warp driving into outer space. So the energy being created is sufficient to drive a laser beam, which will then send a sail near the speed of light. And that could be the beginning of a starship.
While we're all out here guessing, this interstellar Morse code has everyone's ears perked up. The universe, with its mysterious beats, sure knows how to keep a secret. So, fellow space fans, the cosmic dance goes on, and our quest for the DJ behind it, well, that's just getting started. Number 4, strange radio signal from deep space. Have you ever overheard a mysterious conversation and thought, who was that? Well, imagine that, but on a cosmic level. The Rattan 600 telescope, Russia's pride and joy with a whopping diameter of 600 yards, intercepted a puzzling radio signal in 2015. Picture this massive instrument with its rectangular reflectors stationed majestically at 3,000 feet in the Zelenchukskaya region, tuning into some mysterious space tunes. Now here's where the plot thickens. The signal seemed to come from star HD 164595, a distant relative of our sun about 94 light-years away. Orbiting this star is a Neptune-sized planet, though probably not the ideal vacation spot, given it's not believed to support life. But if not them, who sent the memo? Anton Petrov, a YouTuber with a knack for science, threw in his 2 cents. He reckons the Rattan 600, while aiming for the stars, might have eavesdropped on a Russian satellite instead. Perhaps a sneaky military satellite, he suggests, reminiscing about the times when Russia had this habit of sending surprise satellites into space. Case in point, the Russian nesting doll satellite launched in 2017, which was like a space version of a surprise gift. This one had a trick up its sleeve. It could deploy other satellites while in orbit. And while Russia played it cool, only admitting to the satellite after being caught red-handed, the implications weren't lost. The Trump administration pondered a militarized space force in response to these cosmic curveballs. Space drama? Oh, absolutely. Just remember, while the cosmos is vast, it's never short of some thrilling tales. Who needs soap operas when you have space opera, right? Number 5, signal from advanced civilization. Have you ever misheard someone's words in a noisy room and thought they were speaking about a hidden treasure, when really they were just asking for more ketchup? Now imagine that on a cosmic level. Let's set the stage. Moscow, early 1960s. The world was caught up in the space race, and Russia was eager to get a lead. Enter Nikola, an astrophysicist with a passion for the unknown. While tuning his gear, Nikola picked up a peculiar radio emission from Quasi CTA 102. Now, instead of shrugging it off as cosmic interference, Nikolai had a wild thought. What if this wasn't just space static? What if it was a shout-out from a super-advanced civilization, one that had been around for 100,000 years longer than us, and could throw star-sized dance parties? This idea birthed the famous Kardashev scale theory. But hold your space horses. Further studies revealed that this galactic broadcast wasn't from interstellar DJs. It was the quasar itself. Picture this: a dazzlingly bright nucleus playing Ring Around the Rosie with a black hole way heavier than our sun. This cosmic dance generates so much electromagnetic radiation, it's like the universe's version of static. So while our equipment might have picked up on the universe's pop music, we're still waiting for that celestial podcast. Who knows what we'll tune into next? Number 6. Quasi crystal from outer space in 1979. Do meteorites hold secret messages from the universe? Picture this. Deep in the frosty realms of Siberia, a shooting star made quite the entrance, bringing with it a peculiar gift never witnessed by humankind. This meteorite carried a bizarre metal known as a quasi-crystal, which, get this, has a baffling 60-point rotational symmetry made up of aluminum, copper, and iron. Say what now? That's not something Mother Earth casually whips up. Some cosmic detective authors have their thinking caps on, wondering if this interstellar postcard is a hint from far-off beings, nudging us to up our tech game. But Princeton's brainy astronomy crew begs to differ. They reckon this otherworldly quasi-crystal has its roots in the early, wild days of our solar system, some 4.5 billion years ago. Where exactly did this metal marvel come from? How did it form eons ago? And can we even hope to recreate it with our current tech toys? Guess what, folks? That's one cosmic riddle we're still trying to solve. Talk about space leaving us on a cliffhanger. And there we have it, folks. The mysteries of the universe never cease to surprise and sometimes even shock the best of us, including the brilliant Michio Kaku. As we try to decode these eerie signals from the cosmos, one has to wonder, what other secrets is space hiding from us? Thanks for tuning in and diving deep into the enigma of these cosmic calls with us. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more thrilling space adventures. Until next time, keep your ears to the stars and your minds open to the unimaginable. Over and out.